What's going on, guys? It's me, Max, back with another episode of the channel. Now, I had to spring into action and do a video about this, even maybe if I'm a little bit late, because it did happen maybe 5 days, a week ago now, but I think it's something that I needed to cover. As someone who does not live in the UK, but is obviously a British man and spent most of my youth there, I can tell you right now, the state of the United Kingdom in 2025 to me is absolutely disgusting. It is the sick man of Europe with never-ending problems, and it is fast becoming a police state. Now, I have always been a libertarian with conservative personal values, but in terms of how the state operates, I prefer libertarianism. But I can tell you right now, the UK in 2025 is a totalitarian police state. Obviously, Keir Starmer is running the country now, and the arrests for speaking openly, speaking freely on Twitter, on the social media platforms are through the roof. And only just recently, the Irish-born comedian Graham Linehan has been arrested for tweets that he made in the United States when he landed in the United Kingdom. Now, to me, that is absolutely disgusting. Now, for those of you who don't know who Graham Linehan is, he is an Irish-born writer who was involved in things like Father Ted and Black Books. Great series, great programmes that I used to watch, and I'm sure all the other British people did as a young man. But the United Kingdom in 2025 is in an abysmal state. It's not the great country that once gave us all these innovations and gave us, the empire that, ran a big part of the world. It's this sick, totalitarian police state. And I can tell you right now that the ghost of Chairman Mao and Pol Pot are somewhere clapping their hands for the England that Keir Starmer has created. Now, let's go to this clip and just give you a bit of a view, a bit of a snapshot of what happened with the Graham Linehan situation.
The Irish comedy writer Graham Linehan, famous for Father Ted and The Fast Show, stepped off a flight from the US on Monday to find 5 armed officers waiting for him at Heathrow Airport. This is what happened next.
You're under arrest. Holy I don't believe it. I'm under arrest.
He recorded that exchange, in which they tell him it's over 3 posts on X about transgender people, and that he's arrested on suspicion of inciting violence.
Yeah, so that to me is just disgusting. I can't believe the state that England is in at this point. It's disappointing as someone who grew up there, loved the country, and was, very, very proud to be from there. Now, the mistake Graham Linehan made in this situation, he was living in America under an American residency permit and made the mistake of going back to the UK after making these tweets. Now, I feel bad for him, I feel bad for his family, and I feel bad for the state of freedom in the United Kingdom. My philosophy for anyone who wants to know is get out. I would say, if you are someone who's living in the West, if you're living in one of these countries where free speech is against the ropes, in 2025, you need to get yourself a strategy and get yourself a residency permit. Don't wait until things get any worse, because you never know how suddenly and how fast things can change. You need to take action, and somewhere you can go in an emergency within a short space of time if the hammer of totalitarian governments comes down. Because let's be honest, the state of the world at the moment is not in a good place. You've got conflicts in the Ukraine with Russia. You've got Israel firing rockets at Qatar, and you've just got general chaos across the world and economies that are changing very rapid and very unpredictably. Now, I'm glad that I moved out of the UK back in 2018. I've been back intermittently to visit family, but I'm very glad that I moved out. And I can tell you, I will not be living there again, seeing things like this happen. Now, I support and think it's fantastic that so many other British people have been standing up, putting the flags up, and putting some pressure against the government, against some of the terrible bad things that have been going on to do with housing migrants and the things that this left-wing government wants to do. But even if Nigel Farage were to win and a right-wing government was to come to power in the UK, you're only one election cycle away from something possibly getting worse. So for me, I think you should always question what's going on, question the government, whether it's left or right-wing, and have multiple options on the table. Now, if you're stuck in your country right now working a job, to me, to become a free citizen in 2025, you need to come up with your own line of revenue. You need to have a business that you can preferably run online, or that's split between multiple destinations, and you need several residencies, because in this ever-changing, chaotic world that we're now living in, you can't have enough lifeboats. If you are wanting to know more about moving out of your country, or you're wanting information on generating money remotely, check out our website or book a call with our team, especially for the residencies, and we can help you exit your collapsing Western nation.